Hey, Bill, talk to me. Bill, somebody call a medic. Bill, Bill.
Marvin Tweeves to see Mr. Marsh.
Oh, yes. I remember you. But Mr. Marsh is tied up in a very important meeting.
That's okay. I'll wait.
I see. Well, would you excuse me for a moment, please?
Of course.
Look, I know your people are swamped, but bring in some temps for crying out loud. We're already 2 weeks behind schedule, guys.
Excuse me, Mr. Marsh. There's a Mr. Tweeves here to see you.
Tweeves? Tweeves? Who's he?
He's with the Department of Office Safety.
Oh, no, that's all I need is some snoop from office safety around here. Look, can he come back?
Well, you put him off 2 times already. I think you should see him.
All right. Oh,
Jack, are you all right?
I'm fine. Listen, just tell him I'll see him. Jack, look out! Thanks, Mike.
You okay?
Yeah.
You gotta be careful.
Yeah, I know. Office safety. What a joke. Mr. Tweeves, so glad we can finally meet.
Something wrong with your hand?
What, this? No, nothing. Just a little graphite smudge. Kind of tough to get off. Oh, that's all. So, how may I help you?
Well, sir, as you know, our office is concerned with matters of safety and health as they relate to the office workspace.
And what a fine idea that is. I was commenting to someone just recently of the necessity of good, sound safety procedures in today's modern office. One can't be too careful, I've always said. I've always said that.
Well, that's terrific. You'd be amazed at the number of people that think of office safety as a joke.
Really?
They have no idea that there are over 40,000 disabling injuries each year related to office accidents and 200 deaths.
Well, it's very alarming, Mr. Tweeves, but as you can see, we don't have any safety problems in this office.
Well, sir, that's not exactly true. In just a few minutes that I've been here, I've already noted one potentially hazardous situation.
You're kidding.
No, sir. I would never kid about something like this.
No, of course not. Where?
Right here, sir. This torn carpet.
I'll be darned.
Someone could easily catch a shoe on this, trip, and wind up taking a nasty fall.
You know, I'd never noticed that before. But how likely is that?
Quite likely. Slips and falls are the #1 office hazard. As a matter of fact, an office worker is twice as likely to take a fall as any other worker.
I didn't know that.
Few people do, and it's not just torn carpets. A loose tile can cause a fall.
Oh!
Telephone wires and electrical cords that dangle into walkways.
Matter of fact, I'll go get it.
Great.
A briefcase or a purse set down in the wrong place.
Oh, what are you trying to sell me now?
I tell you.
Oh, my God. How's your briefcase?
Materials left in aisles and walkways.
It's been a pleasure. I'll see you next week.
All right.
All right.
Even little things like a pen or a rubber band can cause a nasty fall.
A rubber band?
Yes, sir. Last year, a secretary tripped over a rubber band. She fell and broke her leg, and she was out of work for 6 weeks. But far and away, the biggest cause of office falls are spills. Especially in the lunchroom. You see, the problem here is the floors are usually tile or linoleum. And even a little bit of spilled water or coffee will cause a problem.
What are you writing there?
No mats.
Mats?
Slip-resistant mats.
Oh.
Yeah, there should be one here in front of the sink where spills are most likely to occur.
Yeah.
Another at the doorway. That's a potentially hazardous zone. And it wouldn't hurt if you had one in front of the Coke machine.
Coke machine.
Coke machine?
Coke machine.
You should also have mats at doors leading outside. Stairways should be carpeted or have anti-slip treads on each step. If there is a spill, don't ignore it. Have it cleaned up immediately. If you have to call someone to do it, it's not a bad idea to set out warning cones to alert your coworkers.
Well, this certainly has been very enlightening, Mr. Tweeds. Thanks so much for stopping by. You know, I had no idea we had this mat problem.
Oh, but I'm not quite through yet, Mr. Marsh. There's still the matter of collisions.
Collisions?
A definite office hazard. You see, most offices are relatively tight and confined. Blind corners are everywhere. And people are often preoccupied with other
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
things. You see what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But most are near misses like that one. But I've seen my share of doozies. There are so many ways that a collision can occur.
Alexis!
It doesn't take much to avoid a collision. Just slowing down a little bit and watching out where you're going. It'll all help out a lot. Well, here we are. One of the most hazardous pieces of office equipment. No. Right here, Mr. Marsh. The file cabinet.
Well, that looks harmless enough. My God, your hand!
Don't be alarmed, Mr. Marsh. Just another one of our office safety training devices. To prove a point, that appearances can be deceiving. And breaking fingers is just one of the ways a file cabinet can hurt you.
Are you all right? I'm sorry. Oh, man alive! You guys in marketing.
Oh, boy.
This cabinet is not secured.
Where's it gonna go?
This is even worse.
What's that?
This lower drawer is only partially filled.
Yeah.
This top drawer is fully loaded.
So?
Stand back, please.
What's going on?
I hate to be the one to cause such a scene, but it's another example that had to be made.
What a mess.
I'm not cleaning.
Well, don't just stand there. Get someone to straighten this mess up.
Oh,
And get those cabinets secured.
who's gonna do this? I'm gonna break a nail.
Next to the file cabinet, the swivel chair is the next most hazardous piece of office equipment. Now, you're familiar with the various functions and features of the swivel chair?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Just for a demonstration of this. It swivels, it rolls, and it tilts. It's the swivel chair's very features that make it so dangerous.
Uh-huh.
Listen, what we want to do this time is double that order if we can.
Swivel chairs are especially dangerous when they're used for the wrong purpose.
Whoa. Oh, Dave! Jeez.
How about lunch?
People should never stand on chairs or desks. That's what a ladder's for. Sure, it takes a few extra minutes, but it's time well spent. And the ladder, it should be fully extended. And you should never go higher than the top step recommended by the manufacturer. And that's this one right here. Hey, hold it right there.
What's wrong?
Everything. Do you see how you're stooping over?
Yeah.
Well, that puts all the strain on your back. Here, Let me demonstrate. Oh, thank you. This is the right way to lift something. You want to keep your back erect, right? That puts the load on your leg muscles, the strongest muscles in your body. You got it? Now, when you're ready to set the load down, use the same technique. Keep your back erect and use your leg muscles. Got it?
Yeah.
When you're carrying a load, keep your back erect and the load close to your body at waist level. If you're having difficulty keeping the load at waist level, then it's too heavy for you. Put it down without letting your fingers get pinched underneath and get some help.
Tim, can you give me some help over here?
And never, ever carry anything that blocks your vision. There are a lot of little things that can cause an office accident. These pencils, they should be pointed down.
Interesting.
May I take a look in your drawer? Thank you.
Okay, we've all seen neater desks, but this isn't a safety hazard.
Oh, no? Well, suppose you're reaching in there in a hurry. You don't know what you're going to run into.
Like what?
This letter opener. And this very rusted razor blade. Other dangerous office items are staple guns.
Oh, gee, man. Oh, gee, man. Oh, God. You know, it was loaded.
Well, guess
Paper
what?
cutters.
Last night. No kidding. Yeah, and we're going out Saturday night. Can you believe it? Super. Yeah, I don't know where we're going to go, but somewhere fun, I hope. Oh, great.
And utility knives.
Oh, man. Man.
This is really bad.
Look at that outlet. Are you aware that office fires are more of a hazard today than were just a few years ago? That's because of the increased number of electrical machines in use today. Overloaded outlets can overheat and cause an electrical fire. Spread the plugs around, or use a multiple receptacle that has its own built-in circuit breaker. And while you're at it, check for damaged plugs and frayed cords. Space heaters are another fire hazard. If you have to use one, it should never be left unattended. Hot plates can also be problems. Never put them near paper towels, napkins, or other combustible materials. And be sure to shut them off when not in use. Cleaning rags should be disposed of in a metal container with a lid, not in a wastebasket. And if your office permits smoking, you shouldn't throw matches into wastebaskets. You never know what may be in them. Every employee should know the location of fire extinguishers and how to use them. Certain extinguishers only work on certain types of fires. Find out what kind of extinguishers are in your office.
That's my office right there.
Fire evacuation routes should be posted in key parts of the office. Employees should study them and learn the proper exits before there's a fire. Another problem area, VDTs.
Hey, I never touched the stuff.
No, Mr. Marsh. VDTs, video display terminals. It's a relatively new office hazard.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
Problems with VDTs include eye strain, neck, back, and shoulder pain, wrist injuries, fatigue, headaches, and general irritability. The position of the VDT is very important. The top of the screen should be just slightly below the user's eye level. This puts the neck and shoulders in a natural strain-free position. The keyboard should be at a level so that the forearms and wrists are horizontal with the floor. To more easily achieve proper screen and keyboard placement, the user's chair should be adjustable. It should also be comfortable and, if possible, ergonomically designed. VDT users should have a 15-minute break every 2 hours. And you should rotate the work schedules whenever possible, and that way the workers aren't sitting in front of a terminal day after day.
You know, I never knew there were so many hazards in an office.
Well, offices are generally regarded as being very safe, and that can make them very dangerous. It's an attitude that nothing can go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's important to create a safety-first environment, just to remind people. An occasional safety workshop can't hurt. Safety posters are a good idea.
Can't hurt.
You could assign someone to safety patrol where they look for possible hazards. Unsafe procedures. Cluttered work areas. They invite accidents. Aisles and walkways should be well lighted and free of debris and materials. And it's not a bad idea to install a convex mirror at tricky corners. The same for tops of cabinets and bookshelves. They should be free of materials that could fall and injure someone. And just in case, every office should have a well-equipped first aid kit.
Well, I guess we didn't do so hot, huh?
No, not too bad, really. No office is perfect. And this is better than many.
All right.
But don't get overconfident, Mr. Marsh. Overconfidence leads to complacency. Complacency leads to accidents. Oh, watch out for that carpeting. My office will send you a full written report in about a week.
Well, thank you, Mr. Tweeps, for stopping by.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Mr. Marsh. Remember, safety first.
Oh, Karen, call somebody, have them fix that carpet right away, would you please?